Hi guys, I'm Steex from Steex Production, and here at the Guitar Summit 2023 at the FFX Pedals. So let's talk about all the pedals that we have here.
All the pedals, perfect. Let's start with the oldest one. This is an old smelly one, so this is the all-you-can boost. This is the first pedal I ever made, ever created. Essentially, the name implies what it does. It's all you can. You want to use it as a clean boost, you can. You want to add drive because you need some extra overdrive, some extra dirt, you can. You can also that's the second part. But it also has a high pass filter. So if you have an already overdriven amp and you feel that the low end is getting too muddy, you can clear a little bit up and it gets tighter.
Okay.
And then the second foot switch activates the upper row, which is an active 3-band EQ. So essentially, you could also use it as a treble boost, a mid boost, a bass boost, and with some settings, you can actually use it as a distortion or overdrive pedal. Okay. So it's like a Swiss Army knife, pretty much.
Yeah, it's super versatile.
It's super versatile. You can do a ton of things with it. Then the next, that's the doble cabron. That's it's a dual overdrive.
It's in serial?
It's the normal direction would be obviously right to left.
Yes.
But you can change that if you want to.
Okay.
So the middle foot switch changes the order, and then you can, depending on the settings, you can create another sound.
Yes, of course.
This side has a little bit more gain because people would maybe use that and then use the other one as a boost or like to add more gain or to add a different kind of color. And apparently I love dual overdrives because I made two other ones. This is the gold member. The gold member is a dual overdrive that has a lot of DNA in it from tube screamers, from blues breakers, from clones. Like I looked at all these designs and I took everything that I like and I took everything out that I don't like.
Wow.
What I don't like is compression. Because we have compression happening in the signal in so many places, in the amp, then afterwards in a mixing desk, So this is really great if you want something that's playing dynamic and that cleans up nicely when you play lighter or when you play with the volume. The good thing is, so you have an in and an output per side.
Okay.
So you have an input for this side and you have an input for that side. That means if you use a loops system, you can loop each of them into your loop system and then do whatever you want.
Okay.
Or you can change the order with a simple patch cable.
Okay.
So normally is you go in here, you go out here. So this is the order, but you can change it with a patch cable.
Okay.
Or you can use these two connectors as an effects loop to put something in between.
Okay.
As well. So there's a lot of things you can do. It's very flexible. This one I just released 2 days ago. That is a collaboration with a Canadian guitar player that lives in Belgium. So the ARK of Tone was pretty much his idea. His favorite pedal is the Red Llama from 𝙎𝙎𝙢𝙬𝙢, which is a pedal that's based on a 70s fuzz circuit, but George Strips from 𝙎𝙎𝙢, he took it and he tamed it down, so it acts more like a power amp breakup pedal.
Okay.
And that was the basis for the pedal. So it has like a drive and a volume control, and that's all the Red Llama, the original or different similar circuits have. But the problem is, if you turn it off like really heavy, it can get too heavy in the high ends, like very over brilliant, very bright.
Too bright.
And I didn't want to use a regular tone control because with a regular tone control, somewhere like in the middle, you have this mid dip and you're lacking the mids, which we need for guitars. It's important.
Yes.
So what I did is a low pass filter.
Okay.
So you can like smoothly take the high end out until you're like, okay, now it's fine. Now it's okay for my ears.
And this is also double.
This is a dual overdrive. Yeah, yes.
It's
two
the same.
Identical sides.
Okay.
Exactly. And what it also has is a voltage control for side.
Okay.
So you can get down the voltage down to 3 volts, which is
like a dead
barely
battery?
Keeps it alive, a dead battery, or almost like some synth fuzz kind of sound.
Okay.
Very
interesting.
It's very experimental. And it's the first pedal where I kind of made things more interesting for the switching, because if it's out, if it's completely off, you can use the middle foot switch to activate both sides at the same time.
Oh, together, okay.
Or if you only have one on, you can use it as an AB foot switch.
Okay, it's great.
This way it's like very versatile. You can do a lot of things with it, and it's a lot of fun. It's essentially with this and this, you have all the gain stages you will most likely ever need. And the last one is a high headroom clean boost, pretty much. So let's say you have your amp clean and you like the sound, but you want the amp to work harder because you want more response. You can use this and give it more volume, but it's not going to overdrive. The amp's not going to distort. That's because this control here attacks is kind of an optical limiter that attacks only the gain. Not the whole signal, so you're not going to have like a compressor effect. You still have all the dynamics, but it's going to attack the gain. So this way you can add signal, but it's taking out the distortion part. However, if you wanted to, this thing has enough power to overdrive even a clean amp into meltdown.
The post.
Yeah, the post is actually connected with a chip that has enough power for a 15-watt power amp. So it's like a little power amp actually.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really powerful. And it also has the high pass filter, so just like the all-you-can boost to tame the low end a little bit to have more control over it. And that's the
wonderful.
That's the lineup.
I'd like to try out one in my studio with a proper cabinet, with a proper amplifier, with a proper volume.
Sure. Yeah, sure. We can talk about this.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you for stopping by.
You have the link in the description of the FFX pedal if you want to know more, and of course see you in the next video. Bye.